This is a public service announcement presented by Professor McMarkus.
10.
Let loose the Marcus!
Yes, sir.
Yeah! What's up, nerd?
You know, no, the disrespect side is the palm.
2.
If someone slaps you with their palm, you better beat the shit out of it.
Booster ignition and liftoff.
Greetings. I am Mark.
Rose has the first name, it's KPNNY.
I'll try to fix it while I'm talking, but it's still not working. I tried to get that. You know, I go in with such an open mind.
The streamer.
You know, you let me open this just to piss me off, didn't you?
That y'all want.
People's
You know what that's what gets me every time with this. I can't do what these assholes do. I can't think that old people in the past were stupid.
The bald man. That you all need.
Ooh, let's go. Come on. No! Sarah! Why?
You see, for Marcus is not a title that I take lightly.
Right? Like everybody, you know, it seems like, hey, look, Marcus is a curmudgeon. That's bullshit. I'm not a curmudgeon.
Don't you ever forget that you're not here on accident. You have a purpose, and therefore, you were on purpose.
That's a lot of twos, baby. That's a lot of twos.
I'm not going to go easy on you. Prepare to die.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sober Market Show. What even day is it? The year of our Lord. We're on an alien planet. You gotta know there's just drugs everywhere. Think about if you landed on an alien planet, how many new drugs there would be. Here's the deal. I'm no advocate of it. But, as someone who's done drugs, and not fucked up their life for the majority of the time, they're not too bad if you do them okay. But just like everything, if you've been paying attention, just like everything, if you don't respect it, it will hurt you. Just leave it! Right? If you do too much of even a good thing, it's still bad. Moderation is key to living a good life. Too much of anything is bad by definition. Drink too much water, you'll drown. Breathe too much air, you'll die. Believe it or not, too much oxygen will kill you. Life is a precious balance. Doing what you want versus doing what you need. Today, we are doing what we need. Because I do not want to do any of this.
I'm not going to go easy on you. Prepare to die.
Yeah, I forgot to turn my camera on. Yeah, I forgot to turn my light on. Yeah, my camera's off and showing the Matrix. Does any of that matter? Yeah, it does. A whole bunch. But hey, here we are. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Marcus Show. We are here on August 22nd, the day of our Lord. And we are sober as a nun without any weed. You know, they say the burning bush. Where the fuck do you think was burning that day? Okay? Yeah, there's a lot of theories on what that bush is. I say it was weed. I say it was cannabis. We don't talk about it a lot here because, as you guys know, I don't advocate for drugs. I believe people should do and whatever they want as long as the consequences don't screw up their life too much. That's the big thing for me, right? Live an adult life full of adult things, doing adult successes. Cocaine in the 80s was done by millionaires. Cocaine in the nows is still done by millionaires. The subject of your life does not determine the outcome of it. You can live in the ghetto and be rich as fuck selling drugs. Or if you want to be legal, you can live in the ghetto being rich as fuck as a DoorDash person. If you live the life that you want to live and you do the things that you want to do, your life will emulate that in an unbelievable way. It won't be perfect. If you just think about being a millionaire, you never will be. You just think about being happy, you never will be. But if you do the steps and the actions that these rich, sober, happy people do, your life will be better. I've said it a bunch of times, success is proven. It's been done over and over and over again. Small businesses, big businesses, online influencers, offline influencers. You name it, somebody has mastered the industry. So stop rewriting your own book and start doing. Follow the instructions, man. This ain't IKEA. This is your mental health. You got to do the things that make your life better. Even if at the time, those things make your life feel worse. Investing a quarter of your paycheck every month will make your life harder in the short term. It will make your life exponentially better in the long. You just have to be willing to endure that struggle so that you can make it to the good part. Now, I'm not saying you put your entire life on hold so that for the last 10 years of your life, you have a good one. Hell no. That's the wrong way to do it. You fill your life with tiny victories, tiny successes every day, just so that you can remember what the big struggle is for. Okay, I grab a boob every morning just to say, I earned this titty, and I need to keep earning this titty. Okay? That is what I got to do. I got to be a person that deserves the boob, man. And the second I stop being that person, I don't deserve that boob anymore. So if you want boobs, earn them. Extra with the good news. After 2 to 3 days of no laptop, it's alive! Alive again! Did you have to strap it to a table, give it a bad haircut, and do a dance during a lightning storm? It took about 7 tries, but it's working. Just, you did nothing else except push the button? What would that be? So that would be a fault, a correctable fault. It all depends, man. It all depends. There's so many things that could be going wrong for it to be intermittent like that. Like, it could be your power supply. Like, I'm trying to think of, because typically if a computer breaks, like actually breaks, hard breaks, it won't turn on anymore. The second it won't turn on, it doesn't turn back on. That's just the way she goes. Typically when it comes to electronics, right? But if you have a temporary problem or a temporary thing, such as like an overheat and there's a fuse in there that is temperature done, or you had a fuse in there that mostly broke and then the computer just kind of fine. I bet you the ACCU is broken. It's permanent in the power. So the power supply, see, I was getting there. I was going to say the PWX key one. But the ACCU makes a lot more sense. So where is the ACU, as we say in the business, of course? You know, the ACU. You know, I liked ACU. Everybody gave that guy a bad rap. Okay, here's the deal. Let me paint you a picture right now. Okay? You get locked up for thousands of years in this abyssal ball of pain and suffering. Okay? You finally get free after all that time. You don't try to destroy the world. Just be honest with me for a second. Even if you were bad before, don't get me wrong, okay? Aku, he got locked up for a reason. You guys know what we're talking about? We're talking about Samurai Jack, okay? Haku got locked up because he was a butthole. Don't get me wrong. Hey, But here's the deal, okay? If you lock him up instead of taking him out, whose fault is it really if he comes back out pissed? Because if I was Aku, I most certainly, the second I got released from my captivity, my magic powers would blow that world up so fast. Oh, it'd be a sweet, sweet revenge. Sweet, merciful revenge. Not merciful. There'd be no mercy. It would be sweet and it would be aggressive. Whew. But can you blame me? I've been locked up for thousands of years, thinking about one thing and one thing only. The second I am released from this, revenge. I mean, whew. It's just, you know, that's all I'm saying. Maybe rethink the prison system. Because if we really think that people are bad enough to be removed from society for the benefit of society, shouldn't we take them out? And if the crime isn't worth taking them out, which almost every crime meets that category as not worth taking out. There's violence. Basically, violence is the main one. If you are willing to use violence to get your ends meet, and it is completely unjustified through a see what I mean with the sobriety shit, man? Slows me down or speeds me up. It's hard to say. But essentially, if you're not meeting violence with violence, come on, man. Like, use your brain. I don't care if you're upset. It's just, we gotta remember, violence is not the way. Like, I just watched this video of this older man, and this, I don't know, kind of looks set up. It's so hard to tell with the internet because people are just so full of shit, man. They will openly lie to people's faces just for clicks, and whew, that's a totally different thing. Talk about needing to be locked up for 1,000 years. Them and Aku would get along really well. Okay? What the hell was my point? Did I have a point? Is there any points to be pointed? Yeah, I'm 8 months already. Time really does fly. It's been 8 months since what? Since I switched to YouTube? Oh, the baby. The baby. Exner, how do you say baby in Dutch? I'm curious. I am curious. How does one say baby in Dutch? And if she types out baby, I'm just gonna laugh. Because that would be funny. All right. That's right. Rethinking the prison system. But seriously, though, think about it. You break a law. Didn't hurt anybody at all. You go to jail for even a year, 6 months, whatever. You are now someone who broke a law, sure. But in this scenario, you broke a law that didn't create any victims. You weren't violent. You sold some weed. You sped. You were driving too fast. Like all these laws that could send you to jail that you didn't actually hurt anybody, but your life is now void because the government said, well, we don't like what you did, so your life's over. Okay? Just the thought of that alone, man, is mind-boggling to me. Here's a perfect example. I had a friend who got jumped in downtown, so at the bar scene. A group of people jumped him, so he, while inebriated and being jumped by multiple individuals, is fighting for his life. The cops come, break up the fight, grab my friend by the arm. He's still in the fight, mind you. He pulls his arm away from the officer. Not only do they beat the shit out of him for it, they charge him with assaulting a police officer because he did this. He pulled his arm away when he was in the middle of a fight being jumped by other people because he pulled his arm away from a cop who was also beating the shit out of him. He was charged with resisting arrest and assaulting a police officer. Okay? When people ask me why I have the opinion I do when it comes to police, it's those stories. Okay? It's the person who got dropped on their face, became paralyzed because they didn't give an ego-driven, tiny-dicked motherfucker their ID. Okay? Those stories should happen once in a lifetime. I should not have a list of tens of thousands of instances of the government beating the shit out of citizens for simply what? Existing? Wrong place, wrong time? That is, if for anybody listening, all you police people who just wonder why we all hate you, we didn't used to. It's the second you started pulling us over for looking suspicious. It's the second you started to pre-police. It's the second you turned into Minority Report. That is when we, as a people, lost our respect for you as the government. Stop trying to keep us from living a life simply because you think we're gonna have a worse life because of it. People have the right to walk around in the woods, be lost, and die. They have the right to do that. People have the right to walk down a sidewalk doing whatever the fuck they want as long as they're not messing up other people's lives. I don't care if it looks weird. I don't care if it makes people uncomfortable. That is not your job. You are not our mothers and you are not our fathers. You are the people that protect us because you took away the right to protect ourselves. So because of that, do it better. We don't care that you want to go home to your family. So do we. And we didn't sign up to be a cop. So if you can't handle the thought that you might not go back to your family, choose a different profession. Because when I joined the military, I completely understood that if I have to go die, I will. Because I joined to serve, not to whatever the fuck you cops are joining for these days. I didn't join to kill terrorists. You shouldn't join to hurt criminals. If you think the world's full of criminals, you better not be a cop. Because the grand majority of us are not. And stop policing like we are. Freedom is scary. Deal with it. It pisses me off to no degree. No degree. Wouldn't that mean it doesn't piss me off at all? Man. But anyway. To the 9th degree. You know, I would say that we're at the 11th degree at this point. It's got to the point now, man, where even like, because back in the day, I only really had an issue with bad police. You know, I really supported them. I really tried to give them the benefit of the doubt in spite of all the evidence as to not. Now I'm actually to the point where I just believe it's so broke, there's no fixing it, and we have to start over. Because cops just don't care anymore. They don't want to be public servants. They don't want to have a hard job. They want to get paid, have authority, and just have it be easy. They don't want a population that talks back to them. They don't want a population that questions their authority. They want to be the boss. They want to be the mom. They want to control the situation. Fuck you, man. You don't get to just show up and control me. That's not how it works. I'm a grown man, and fuck you, okay? Just because you're legally allowed to kill us, that is the only reason you are allowed to do the shit that you can do. No other citizen, no other person on this fucking country or planet can do what cops do to us. We can't just walk up, hey man, I'm curious what you're doing. Stay right there. Don't leave. I need to know who you are and what you're doing simply because you look suspicious. No, fuck you forever. If I go commit a crime, you then get to fuck with me. Until I commit a crime, go fuck yourself, man. And it's that mentality. You look suspicious. Did you know that running from the police is a death sentence? It just happened to somebody. I read about it this morning. It's too powerful, man. And the hardest part is in the US, that shit just is new to us. We didn't, this fucking servitude like mindset of we have to ask permission. The government owns us. We can't do anything without asking the government first. Like, that is new for America. Americans weren't these just losers, man. And now we just, mommy, daddy, can I do this? Can I build a shed, mommy? Can I dig a hole, daddy? Huh, government? Can I put up a flagpole, or is it too tall? That's the America we live in right now. Think about it. How many of you feel you can do whatever you want, whenever you want to do it? Honestly. And if that's the case, go do it then. Go do that thing you've been putting off forever. Don't ask permission. I bet you will. Because I used to be the guy that did everything without permission. I didn't ask if it was okay. I asked, why aren't we doing it already? I never lived my life asking for permission. I never was scared of the police. I never thought they had authority over me outside of if I break the law, they have authority over me. But if I'm not committing a crime, fuck you forever. You have nothing. No, you are a stranger. You are nothing to me. I don't care that you're a cop because I'm not a criminal. So I have absolutely nothing to fear from you. But now you go and ride a bike down a bike path, a fucking ranger is going to stop you. You go park your car at a park, a cop is going to come check for a parking permit. They have interjected the government in almost every single aspect of our life. Anything. You build something, get a permit. You're walking in the forest, you better be parked and on the trail you're supposed to go. You're riding your bike, too goddamn bad. You want to fish, pay us. You want to catch rain, this much. Literally every single aspect of our lives is dictated or attempted to be dictated by the government, man. And the people just lockstepped into fucking line. They just ordered, they're just like, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Put it in deeper. And I just watched it happen, man. I watched as lockdowns worked. I watched as businesses refused to open simply because the government told them to. I watched the grand majority of my entire country bend over. And that was too much, apparently. Too much for me, I mean. You know? But it, you know, at the end of the day, it all comes down to you have to resist. You have to not believe the narrative they try to push. And you got to try to live your life in the best way that you can. I'm sweaty. I'm sweaty and I'm hot and I can tell. Whew, this would be a moment that I go and smoke. Holy fuck, man. So anyway, with all that being said, hey, we got 30 minutes. That's good. I almost went live on Twitch, believe it or not. Whoops, fuck off. That was that first little check that just happened. Lindsay, that I was telling you about yesterday. Ah, fucking hell. You know what's, I gotta find a way to just enjoy my own rants so that I can not feel bad after I make them. That's a good goal. It's a really good goal.
I'm not going to go easy on you. Prepare to die.
Man, why do you do what you do when you do what I do it, huh? Hello, Wordle, you butthole. Once again, showing up, showing us. Yo! Penis! Coming in strong, baby doll! Hot damn! Dude, I'm telling you, y'all, one of these days, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. One of these days. One of these days. Right? Woo! One of these days. It's coming. It's coming good. That was just for fun. Let's get it on this one, huh? Second from the bottom. That is superiorly simple. Simpy. Damn! I like that. I like that. Siri. Sip. Drip, drip. Take a sip. Sippy. Sippy cup. It's not a word, Lindsay. Super. Thanks for asking. No S. Soups. Hey, anybody here? Now, later, or ever? Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Oh, I like swipe. You know, I swiped on Lindsay. And then we fell in love. Ah! Okay. S blank I blank. Or no. It's not PE. It's got to be SSSSPI. Spite? Is it spite? Spike? Spike, spite. We got good ones. We got good ones. We haven't done a T yet, right? Boom. SB. Oh, sheesh. It wasn't spike. Is it spite? What the hell? What the hell going on? Man, what was that? What in the damn hell was that?
I'm not going to go easy on you. Prepare to die.
Hey, you know what? When it comes to days like this, when it, I'm tired, and I'm tired. I'm tired of a lot of things. Elon, make me happy. What do we got here? Oh, Lindsay, woo! Marcus at the wedding, huh? I'm getting deep in them sugar walls. Look at that. So we're doing the garter. We're doing the garter ceremony here. Yeah, I put it back on because I wasn't done. I wanted to do it twice because it felt so nice. You know what I mean? Look how excited I am. Whew. Feels so good. I needed it more. I needed more time with her. Look at my ass crack hanging out for everybody to see. Hey, if it ain't awkward, I'm not doing it right. God, I love that woman. You have no clue. Chokes me up just thinking about how much I love her. Victory had been accomplished, my friends. Now I'm just soaking it in. If you can't make people happy, what the hell are you doing, y'all? There it goes. Woo! Who picked it up? New picked it up! And he got married! Look at that! Look at that! God, thank God Nathan didn't get it, huh? I guess he was already... I guess he was already married, wasn't he? To his partner? Holy shit, man. But yeah, that was little thing, little dilly there. I don't know, man. This is gonna be a short stream. Trying to go as long as I can. Hanging on. Doing what I can, man. Woo. Because I guess one thing I could do is kind of give you guys a little bit of a story.
favorite time of the day, when we gather round his great big chair and Papa Beaver comes to stay. He'll tell us an exciting tale, our eyes begin to shine. It's a special place, it's a happy face, Papa Beaver's story time. His stories brighten our day, we remember them for hours to come, even when we're out to play. Stories that can make us laugh and make our spirits climb. Tell us just one more about a dinosaur, as long as there's still time. Dinosaurs have fun together, picnic in the sunny weather, roads to fun and home at last. Stories that can warm your heart and tell how friendships start. Storytime can be anywhere that Papa Beaver is found, sitting underneath the big umbrella, gathered all around. Romantic weddings in the spring, where love and sunlight shine. It's a special place, it's a happy face, Papa Beaver's story time.
Oh, hey, it's story time. It is story time. But seriously, I want to tell you guys about the very first time I got it. It seems appropriate for the day, right? There's stories in there that I want to share. And I tell you, man, for the longest time, basically my entire life, I was very against weed. Everybody I knew that smoked weed was losers. They just always made excuses for their shortcomings. They never worked hard enough to, hold on, there's someone in my yard. Holy shit. Woo. Okay.
I'm not going to go easy on you. Prepare to die.
Holy shit. So, here's a quick story. People just walked into my backyard, and I almost gave them the business. This isn't just interesting. Isn't it just fantastically wild how perfectly that just landed into what I was ranting about? What was I just talking about? I was talking about an overreaching government who doesn't give a fuck about the people they serve. And then all of a sudden, some government cocksucker is just walking around my backyard. Isn't that just so perfectly appropriate? Right? I don't give a fuck. Okay, here's the deal. He just assumed. He assumed no one was home. He assumed everything was fine. And meanwhile, he's just in my backyard, unannounced. I have dogs. I have guns. Like, what the fuck, man? This is what I'm talking about. The convenience of these bastards is our punishment. It's got to be easy for them so that our lives are better. He's doing a safety inspection. It's not very safe to walk into somebody's house and, are you kidding? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And then he's like, well, technically we're told you just walk away. It's probably a good fucking idea to get off of people's property when they're pissed. He's like, well, my technology was wrong. Good for you, man. None of that is my problem. Because here's the point. You go into someone's yard, they get bit by a dog, the homeowner's somehow responsible for that shit. He can say I'm not all day, but the fact of the matter is he gets bit, I'm the one on the hook. I'm the one paying for it, and I'm the one that has to risk my dog being put down. Because that's also what our government does, by the way. If a dog bites somebody, they have the ultimate right to shoot your fucking dog. That is the government, and that's why this shit matters, man. These people are so blasé about our freedoms. They're so blasé about privacy. Oh no, man, it's just a safety inspection. No, man, it's mandatory, federally regulated. I don't give a fuck about any of that. That is all your problem. That is all your problem. You need to figure out how to not trespass onto people's property because there's a federal mandate. I jiggled the fucking fence. Are you kidding? You jiggled the fence? And guess what? My first reaction is to let my dog out to kill the person who's intruding on my house. It's crazy, man. It is absolutely insane to me how much we are just slaves to these fucking people. They have all the rights in the world and we have none. Oh my God. And he just kept saying, not a single apology. I apologize for yelling at him because I'm a good person. Now he's gonna go report that it's just, now the city, man, it's just crazy. Now this is our problem. This is our problem now. They give no notice. They just say they come whenever. Routine, but it's not scheduled. Routine, if it's routine, you should know. If it's routine, there's a schedule that you can coordinate with homeowners. Oh, that's too much of a pain, right? That's too much of a hassle for you guys. It's too hard for you, the people who are literally doing it. It's your responsibility. Just last year, some motherfucker rolled up, no identification, no nothing, and just, hey, I'm here to check the gas. Okay, I'll just believe you because I'm an idiot. Oh, man. It's crazy. And now we got to worry about the city coming and fucking with us more because they think there's a meter here and there's not. And it's just crazy. It's fucking crazy, man. Oh, God. I don't think I can keep going, man. I don't think today's live streaming. It's tough. Yeah. That was super unfortunate. Could have been dangerous for everyone. Oh, man. I'm just calming down, y'all. Yeah, that's for damn sure. I got the stream running, just have to run outside and deal with that shit, man. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know. Sucks. Because now all I can think about is the consequences, right? No need to apologize, that was effed up. Unfortunately, we can only deal with those as they come. Well, exactly. Exactly. Oh, man. I'm so sick of this fucking town, man. I'm so sick of this fucking city. It's just, I'm so sick of living in a place that it's just commonplace that this government just goes onto your property. Like, it's not even a fucking issue. I just can't live somewhere where it's like that. I can't live somewhere where the government is completely justified in once a year walking onto your property. It's just, oh. And the fact that I'm like a bad guy in this scenario is crazy, man. Just fucking crazy.
I'm not going to go easy on you. Prepare to die.
I'm coming, Exner. I'm on the way. Can't do this shit anymore, man. Where's everything? Oh, everything's turned off. All right, let's see if we can knock this one out. See if we can move on from this bullshit, man. Whew. Lieutenant Dan. One away, huh? You got Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Cupid, Donner and Lieutenant Vixen and Chocolate and Stupid. What do we got? You know, Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall a reindeer named Cupid? I don't either. Comet, Cupid. Wait, you know Dasher and Dancer. Dasher, boom. Reindeers. Santa's reindeers. We have Santa and singer, dancer, stand up Santa. Singer, dancer. Oh, like jobs you can have, performing jobs. I like it. We have singer and dancer and stand up and actor, but also actor. Singer, singer, dancer, stand up Santa. I like that one. Singer, dancer, stand up Santa. Bitch. Hello. Rose. Heart, card, chocolate. What is Valentine's Day shit? Yeah, Lieutenant Santa taste titles. I'm gonna say title. Oh, that's funny. Bad Boys, Bad Lieutenant. Never heard of that movie. Bad Santa and Bad Taste. Yeah, the background's pretty appropriate, huh? Fucking dickheads. Oh, man. I'm just sorry, y'all.
I'm not
What
going
I
to
want
go
to
easy
do.
on you. Prepare to die.
All I want to do is a good job. It is the main driving force of everything I do. Because I just want it to work. I just want it to be good. And those desires are important to have. They really are. It keeps you honest. It keeps you from like, it allows, okay, let me back up a little bit. So for today, right? Today, I believe the grand majority of people would say I overreacted. Okay? I know my family would. I know my sister would. I know that pretty much only Lindsay would be in my corner in my real life and say, like, what you did was justified and good. Okay? Because ultimately, I'm really good at explaining why I did what I did. And a lot of times, people only need to hear a somewhat good explanation before they change their mind on what they thought was good or bad. That's why politicians are so effective against the majority. Right? The issue is, if you're a person that is like me and you can perfectly articulate your shortcomings, the problem is when you don't want to have those shortcomings, it becomes extremely difficult to get past them. Because like, as much as I was fully justified in what I was doing, the right way of doing it is not the Markus way. And kind of walking that line of you have to be a good enough person to be liked, but a bad enough person to not be a bitch. It's a wild line. To be assertive without being rude. To be confrontational without being emotional is a good word to use. It's not what I mean. It is what I mean, but it's not the best word to use. Because ultimately, the point being, for me, is the second the second the emotions take control is when I feel I lost the fight. I lost the battle. I lost control. And by losing control, I gave in to the part of my brain that probably isn't thinking clearly. And for a long time, actually a little too long, I've been trying to convince myself that the part that's telling me wrong is the right one. And like, fuck you, dude. I'm not writing a scenario. The only person that screwed up is Lindsay. Just because she didn't tell me that someone was here. And the only reason she didn't tell me was because I was working. So ultimately, me seeing a dude in my fucking backyard for the first time with no notice at all, I get to go yell at that guy. I get to go see what the fuck that dude is doing, and I get to tell him to not do it again. There's nothing wrong with that. Anybody in this neutered bullshit pussy society that we live in can suck my butt. And that is what I say to it. Fuck that guy, dude. He did the right thing and stopped immediately because he's damn well better of. Can you imagine? I got shit that costs money here. I worked really hard for all of this. And you don't just get to come into my property. That's not how it works, man. That ain't the fucking world. That ain't the world. People want to think it's the world, but it's not the world. Man. Come to my small village, you better believe it, Exeter. We're on the way. Lindsay and I even talked about that. Like the moment we can, dude, as much as I love America for what it was, I hate it for what it's become. I'm not giving up on this country, and I will say to this day, it is still one of the best countries in the world. But there's a huge piece of America that is dying, and it's killing me. It's crushing my heart, man. Because ultimately, I do love my country. And we have a spirit that I haven't seen in a lot of other countries. And right now, for the last handful of years, our culture has fallen straight into the cesspool of bullshit, man. Our priorities as a society are so broken right now. And it's just gonna take me taking over the world to fix it. I need to be the voice of the people, man. I need the people to understand that there is a right way to live this. And it's not by fucking with other people. It's not by ignoring other people too. It's about having conversations like me and him had. I shook his hand at the end of that. And I apologize for yelling at him. But I did not apologize more than I felt I needed to. I still told him he was wrong, and I told him he probably shouldn't do that in the future, right? Because that's how bad shit happens. So I hope he remembers this, you know? Because I'm a nice person. And I didn't have to be as nice as I was in that situation. Your anger came from a place of concern for him and for me and the dog. Amen to that. Because it did. Because again, what? My dog runs out there and bites him. He fights off my dog and pokes my dog in the eye. Now my dog's missing one eye because he went onto my property without telling me. Man, if this doesn't make everyone move, I don't know what else there is. Because now I get to tell them, like, hey, they get to do this once a year anytime they want. This is the place you want to live? This is the town you want to live? Not me. I don't want to live here. Like, and I live out in the country too. It's not like I'm in the middle of some suburban neighborhood where it's normal, right? Hey, we made it to an hour. And the shitty part is, like, I want to get off really bad right now. But I also know, and then what? Get off and then what? Immediately go to smoke. This is Marcus Raw, man. Shame no one wants to see it yet. It'll happen one day, but it's just, yeah, I could join like Mad, you know, Marcus's against dumb dicks. I just came up with that, by the way. It's pretty clever. Thank you. I know. I hope you laughed. Fuck. God damn, the world is so stupid, man. I'm just so right. I'm so right. And that's the best. This is what sober is, right? And like, this is where the sober, I can say, is helping. This is where sobriety is allowing me to just kind of not feel bad. I don't feel bad. I want to feel bad because that was my default for the last 3 years. I'm not mad. I don't feel bad. Fuck that guy, man. You know what's making me feel bad is I want to be able to tell everybody that I love this story and have them applaud and be happy. I don't want, like, I hate that in my mind, like, I can't tell anybody what went down today without people being like, oh, Mark, I mean, come on. And like saying I'm a bad person or saying I'm angry. That's what I get from the people in my life, you know? Just like everyone sees me as this angry, fucking hateful person who just loves tearing people up. And in reality, it's the complete opposite, man. I get angry at people who hurt other people. I get angry when there's a victim. I get super pissed off when someone that I care about, including myself, gets taken advantage of. That's not hate. That is so much fucking love, man. That is love. And I cannot believe that people don't see that. You know? God, I love everybody except for assholes. Why is that so controversial? He ain't dead, so no harm done. Exactly. He ain't dead, and he could have been. What is it Jordan Peterson says? You gotta be like a controlled monster or some shit? And then don't apologize for your monster side. Because here's the deal, different scenario. He doesn't work for the city. Look at my reaction time. He's here to steal a chicken. He wouldn't have gotten far. All because I fucking act immediately. There's no delay. There's no assumption of like innocent, you know? Oh, I just rewent through the conversation again. Man, crazy. And like you're hearing about these homeowners who are losing their homeowners insurance because the insurance companies are using drones and finding out that their pool is empty. It's just like, what is fucking happening, man? Like, what is happening? This type of shit just shouldn't happen. It shouldn't, man. Companies shouldn't be looking for ways of getting rid of their clients. The government shouldn't be looking for ways to fuck their people. It's not even about individual laws. It's not about individual circumstance. It is about a general mindset that has warped into this unbelievably oppressive place, man. It's really easy to not think this way if your only concern is partying and selfish desires. I gotta take care of my stuff at my house, and as long as my things are not affected, it's fine. Like, it's okay that we have tent cities in Denver now, because I live in Loveland. So why should I give a fuck? It's okay that we don't have any wilderness anymore in Loveland, because other people are building homes and it's not by my house. So why should I give a fuck? Why is that our default now? When is this selfish wave post-COVID, man? It's so unfortunate. What the fuck is wrong with the US? Exner! I'm telling you! I don't know! It's driving me crazy, man! Because again, I do truly love the US. I do love the spirit of the United States, and I love my country. I was willing to die for this fucking country. But I'll tell you, less now. Less now. And the most interesting part is how it's so culturally driven. So much about what's happening right now is just because of like culture, just opinions being shared in ways that are bad. And it's easy to try to get cut down in the specifics of like, well, it's woke versus not woke. Well, it's, the LGBT movement versus the classical movement. It's like, listen, you fucking assholes, okay? Who cares about the why? Does the why change anything? Oh yeah, it is the liberals. Oh, it's the snowflakes. Right, like it's the fucking other side. What do they call us? It's the alt left? That's the worst you got? Okay. It's the alt left. Right, alt right. Again, you can do better than that. I mean, you can't say white supremacist because that's too specific, so it doesn't work. Like, you see how snowflake is encompassing? You see how, liberal, even though it didn't start out as a slur, now it is. Well, like liberals encompassing. If you call me a white supremacist, well, what if he's black? You can't call a black dude a white supremacist, he'd still be a Republican. But the point is, why? Like, if we know the why, who gives a fuck? The why, so you need a why to be a good person? You need the why to open a door for someone? Because without the why, like, well, I can't do that behavior unless I know it's the right thing to do. Dude, mommy, daddy, tell me how to live? Grow up. You don't need to be told how to be a good person unless you're a shitty person. And then you need to be told with the back of a hand. It's that simple. What the fuck did he mean? I think anybody lived here. It's a shop on a property. This is a streaming studio. The home is right there where people live. So, like, you say you didn't think, people don't live here. It's a streaming studio. People live in the house, though. God damn it. It's offensive. Oh, man. I jiggled the gates, dude. Ooh. Also, how did he not hear me screaming? That's another question. So, you know why his logic was way off? Because he'd never been called out like this before. Not most of the time, it's fine. And because most of the time it's fine, I don't have to do it. Fuck you. Like, yeah. Talking about it helps so much. Man. I'm just so fucking pissed. I gotta see what this guy's screaming about. I'm screaming about you. I'm screaming about you. So crazy. Because you know what's funny is like with the streaming studio, we know we do our cooking shows in here, the gaming shows in here, and then the porn's in there. I'm just kidding. Imagine me doing porn. I need a way better body. Lindsay's good, man, but I'd have to get at least a 1-pack before I would even consider OnlyFans. And the funny thing is, OnlyFans is just, it must be a party. The OnlyFans is, so I feel like the OnlyFans had its run, right? OnlyFans was a big deal for a while, and then now it's not. Because I bet you Pornhub still does better than OnlyFans. I think it's now we're gonna have these legacy porn sites, you know? Where they just been around so long, they're just the old standard. They're like Walmart. Because really, what is Pornhub besides the Walmart of porn? You know, you got your homemade stuff, you got your kind of professional, and like your knockoff professional stuff. Like they're hand in hand. It wouldn't surprise me at all if Walmart had a hand in Pornhub. I wonder what the oldest pornography was. I mean, I'm sure cave drawings, right? Just some old dude in there, like, ooga booga, you know, kind of staring at them, circling, ooga booga, ooga booga, ooga booga, ooga booga, booga booga. I mean, you know, because cavemen are lonely. Out there hunting woolly mammoths all day, just wishing you could grab a boob every night. Then you got no mammoth and no boob. You're just hungry and without. You know, he was just sitting there on the wall, just ooga booga. Ooga booga, you know? That's Caveman Markus. Looking for the boobs. Where is this going? Straight to hell, Exter. I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. Oh, God. I know I got an appointment at 3, and that's the big one for me. But all I can really think to leave you guys with is this. Today was a victory. I'm jonesing for some of that good. Because it would really calm me down and make me happy. But I'm really proud of the fact that I'm not, because that interaction with that guy stoned would have been a completely different situation. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this victory of an hour and I'm going to just go and make the most of this sobriety and see what I can do with it. So from the bottom of my heart to the top of yours, Exner, wife, and everyone in between. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. And most importantly, go make the world better, man, because God damn it, do we need it. Much love.
I'm not going to go easy on you. Prepare to die.
Now's the time to say goodbye. It's short, so don't worry. M-A-R-K-U-S, the Chicken Army. Even with the world distressed, the truth is what you need. M-A-R-K-U-S, the Chicken Army. He's Marquez, but you're the best. Forever we will hold our standards high. But before we have to say goodbye, I want you all to see M-A-R.
You all have greatness within you.
K-U-S.
How do I know? Because I'm Markus.
You're my family.
Thanks for watching, y'all. Mwah.